Alright, Jacob, let's get this started. First things first, don't mention the fact that you are brown, you don't have rights, or the fact that you're half Muslim. Now, first topic of discussion, I'd like to discuss Mexicans. Are they people, and should they have rights in America? In fact, are they American?
Like real quick, no. That's like my bottom line answer. But since this is gonna be like an hour, I'm gonna have to exactly. You know what? You go ahead. You start first, and I can bring in the conversation.
Absolutely. Now, I'm going to go to my topics list and see just how... Oh, that's hentai. That's okay. Nah, I'm fucking with you. You can't see my screen. There's no hentai. Here it is. So, let's go to the bottom. Let's go to the bottom of the list. What is your favorite kiwi?
My favorite kiwi?
Yes.
Don't worry about that. I go with strawberry. Strawberry kiwi.
Ah, fuck, you right. I didn't think about that. I was just gonna say kiwi. What's your favorite fruit?
Favorite fruit? Strawberry.
You right.
Strawberry is great, man. Strawberry is absolutely amazing, and anybody who says no is a Muslim, and they should die.
Aw, damn, but you're Muslim. Ah, fuck. These are some conflicting opinions you have. First off, I'd like to clarify, just for the podcast's sakes, we're not racist. He's Muslim, and I'm a fat white cracker, so we really like to make fun of each other. Now, another topic I'm seeing is bitches. Now, what do you have to say about that?
Okay, bitches be tripping, first off. Second off, I'd fuck a bitch, you'd fuck a bitch, we'd all fuck
I was just gonna say bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks, so look on my balls and suck the dick, as
Dude, like,
Filthy Frank once said.
I know a few bitches, who like to tingle the balls a bit,
Very true.
Give them a good lick beforehand,
Right.
up and down.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Now, another topic of discussion. Dick cheese, do you have it? And if you do, what are you gonna do to get rid of it?
Ready? Hold up 1 second. I need to go get my food.
Absolutely. Now, as this awkward silence approaches us, I would just like to stall for time, actually. Now, Childish Gambino is, I think he's a great artist, because he's like this shit posting of all art. Nah, not recently. Recently, he's actually been doing some pretty great shit with his career. Now, me personally, I don't listen to any of his music. I think he's alright as an artist. Personally, my favorite artist is Ray Brown, because he just does a bunch of guitar, relaxing shit. As you can see on my home screen, I sneezed a couple times, and I decided to record it for history. Jacob, are you there?
Oh, yeah, I'm right here.
You are?
Yeah.
Are you still Muslim?
Rice and chicken.
Are you still Muslim?
Half Muslim.
Why? Why haven't you converted?
Because fucking jihadists, man.
You're right.
Fuck. Never mind.
Alright, in all reality, in all actuality, like in real life, this is real talk right here. I just got finished beating my meat, I sneezed, and now there is both lotion on my dick, on my balls, on my hands, and on my phone screen. But, that doesn't matter. What is really happening is, I recently learned that, for the most part, I am half French, half Cherokee Indian. Very true. So I'm not quite the cracker we once thought me to be. So now you can call me fucking, I also know that I'm somewhere near a couple % Mexican, so I guess you can call me a wetback, just for safekeeping.
Why not we just call you, like, Marshmallow or something like that, and fucking, Native American? Cherokee, dude.
Hey, Doug. So, you know how I plan to eventually get a Nintendo Switch and then Smash Ultimate and shit?
Yeah.
I bought a controller because there is a club at my high school called the Video Game Club. It's on every Friday in room 118, and, basically you just play Smash, and then they coach you, and they teach you how to get better at Smash. But I'm already at least above average, because if I fight anybody, I win. And but what I'm saying is, I plan on getting better. I do, but also it's just a free place every Friday to play Smash Ultimate. I bought my own controller. Cost $40, but it's a fucking it's a pro controller, and worth the money. What has been going on recently in your life, Jacob?
Okay. Let's see here. Currently being a weeb right now, watching Star Wars: The Old Republic. You know, that one MMO.
How does that make you a weeb?
Not necessarily a weeb, mind you. Just it's a pretty good game.
Right.
Also currently eating oven heated chicken.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good. Spices and all that. Nice.
Is your microwave still broken?
Oh no, we have a new one now.
Oh, dope.
Yep. So good.
Yeah. Why don't you just give us every sound you can as you're eating that?
Okay. Anal probing.
Anal probing. Oh, let's talk about that. Have you ever been anally probed?
I have not, but I have seen it.
I just farted, but that doesn't matter. You have you have seen it. Sorry, that's just processed. What happened? What was the context of the situation, and how did you feel about it?
Okay, so
hold on. Right before you say that, let me just hit a fat milky bong rip. All right, just hold with me. Hold on a minute. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah?
So, here I am.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely.
I heard. Okay, so here I am, eating ass like any normal person would be.
Right.
And in comes this dude, let's just call him Jeffrey. Now, Jeffrey comes in with an anal probe.
Right.
And I'm just like, dude, what the hell? I'm eating ass here. And he's like, yo, bro, sames. And he just probes the chick. He just probes it.
Right.
Puts it deep as possible.
Right. Now, I feel like you're making up this story, and I'd like this podcast to be genuine.
Fine. His name was Dill.
Yeah, fuck you, right. Damn it. I was there.
No, but in all actuality, just theater stuff, you know? Doing
Theater
all that.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I skipped rehearsal and because
Ooh, bad boy.
yeah, I had a doctor's appointment, a dentist
Oh,
appointment.
fuck. Yeah, dude, I got a dentist appointment, and she picked me up from school, dropped me off at theater. I almost couldn't talk on stage at all because the entire right side of my face and mouth were completely numb. Like, I slapped myself as hard as I could a couple times, and usually it hurts a little bit, but, like, my face is, I guess, numb in some places. But it was actually numb. Like, I kept on slapping myself, and I just couldn't feel it. People were looking at me funny, and I was like, hey, unless you're looking at me to buy Quaaludes, don't make eye contact with me. Which, in all actuality, because I am new to this whole theater group, I do genuinely talk like that. I'm actually very proud of myself, and I'd like to tell you about it. So, I was thinking about how I like being a funny person, and what sense of humor has the most potential with that, and I decided that a dry sense of humor has the most potential. Like, I can say fucking anything with no delivery. I have a 14-inch penis, and I will fuck your cat. I said that to a student, and with the most serious face, I try my best not to muster up a laugh, but it cracks out every now and again. And I just, it was like, I can't tell if you're serious or not. I was like, well, do you have a cat? And he said, no. And I said, well, I'm going to give you a cat, and I'm going to fuck that cat. And he was like, why don't you fuck your own cat? And I was like, speaking of which, I actually do have a cat at my house. Which I do. Her name is Patches. She's a very soft, plushy cat. But I'm proud of myself, because in 2 days' time, I have managed to completely reverse my sense of humor into what used to be a wet fart, in which you could tell that it was a fart and that it was wet. And now it's a dry sense of humor where you can't tell if I'm joking, but I say it in seriousness, so it makes it fucking hilarious. For example, Jacob. I'm going to fuck our grandma.
No.
Let me tell you about a real experience that I had. So my grandma, she blew her brains out, right? And it was an open casket funeral, so you could just see you could see the bits and pieces. Now, I looked at my grandma in her, tight bathrobe, if I do say, and I saw that she was, as she always was, she was kind of sort of thick. And I always kind of want to hit it, so I did right then and there. And now, I was kind of uncomfortable because, she blew her brains out. She killed herself. And, so I was kind of looking at the nub of what used to be her head and her half-distorted face. And I'm not gonna lie, it was making me uncomfortable, but I didn't stop because, the voluminous bounce of her cheeks did not go away with age. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little tense from all the dead person sex I was having. So right then and there, I farted right in front of everybody at the funeral home. And let me tell you something, that's embarrassing if you've ever actually been in a funeral and you farted. Like, it's not fun.
Yo, I remember the last funeral I've ever been to.
Yeah?
My dad and my stepmom, Lisa, were there, right?
Yeah?
And they were just
Whoa. Whoa. Lisa, like next door Lisa? Next door lives to you?
Yeah.
They're married?
I mean, practically.
Basically, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I got you, bro.
Anyway, so, I think the dude's name was Terry or something like that.
Right.
Anyway.
You could totally use fake names if that makes you more comfortable.
I don't remember his name, honestly.
All right, let's go with Terry. Let's go with Terry.
He died of Parkinson's, right?
All right, keep going.
They were just laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were just laughing throughout the entire funeral.
Right. Ooh.
And everybody just stared at us because there was the group that was real close. They were all teary-eyed and
right.
Oh my God, he was such a great human being. And then there was us.
Yeah. Were you laughing with them?
Oh yeah.
Well, what can I say for good fucking job? Okay, you read that situation correctly, you handled it correctly, and you reacted correctly. Keep it up.
Thanks, bro.
You're welcome. I feel like that thanks was sarcastic. You better fucking watch it. This is your last warning.
I'm sorry, don't deport me.
It's okay, I will. Later on, though. You have, like, a month's notice to, like, really, like, say goodbye to all of your family in America. Just pack up your things and leave, you know what I'm saying? You know what? I'm feeling...
really good chicken.
Okay, yeah, you watch it, bro. But, like, I feel like a month is a long time. I'm gonna give you 2 days notice. Nah, a day.
I can give this a fuck.
I got my fucking chicken. I'm happy with my life. Fuck. Alright, I can, considering that we know each other so well, I can already feel that this conversation is coming to an end, but I'm not going to end it off here, because I'm going to bring up another, topic. Why are we friends?
Well, you see.
Yeah?
Once upon a time.
Yeah?
We were assholes.
Oh,
dude. We're still assholes.
Dude, you right.
But,
yeah, but we're like, it's like in a smart-ass kind of way.
Yeah. Right? So, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure we, like, never hung out by each other. We were, like, friends of a friend type of thing.
Yeah, I think it was... I think it was Zachary Johnson, you know.
Yeah.
You know what? I think he's become feeble. If he's mad about me saying his name on the podcast, he can beat my ass. Nah, I'm kidding. He could probably tear me up, my guy.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I mean, I'd throw a few fives down.
I got 15 on each side just to be safe.
Yeah. And one day, I think I was just telling morbid jokes, or you were telling morbid jokes, or one of us was.
Right.
And then we just were cracking each other up at the lunch table. And eventually, it was something along the lines of grandmothers.
Oh, yeah, right.
We got to the topic of fucking dead grandmothers.
Right.
And we were just like, bro, you're the shit.
No, dude, you're the shit. Dude, my voice used to be so high-pitched back then. Do you remember that?
I do.
Like, what was it like being friends with the little punk bitch?
Hey, Jacob, let's fuck a
Ugh, no! Bring that pitch back down. But, yesterday, I bought, was it yesterday? Friday, whatever day it is right now. Yesterday I bought a controller for, like, the club, and I'm bringing this up because I was thinking of my voice and how it used to be. I actually saw my mother's ex. His name was Keith. He used to play Star Wars a whole fucking bunch, okay? And he saw me, and I was like, you look familiar. And then we both at the same time, I asked him, did you date Lisa? Which is, my mother. And then, he said, yeah. And I was like, is it Keith? He was like, yeah. I was like, oh shit, how long's it been? And then he was like, dude, your voice got a lot deeper. And that really just made me feel good, because, as you know, I'm very subconscious about my voice. It's always best whenever I'm whenever I'm laying down, whenever I'm relaxed, or whenever I've just got out of bed, I'd say.
I was just thinking about me talking Muslim for like 3.5 minutes straight. I was eating my chicken and my rice, and I was just like, wow, my voice would be really, really weird spouting, Arabic stuff. Could you just imagine that for a second?
Yeah, I got you. You're just saying balloon, my guy. I feel like it's a bit offensive.
I mean,
hey, dude, no, you don't understand. All right, we got to keep it clean on this motherfucking this. Ooh, this is a Christian podcast channel. Christian. All right. Yeah. If a Jew just came up to you and was like, "Fuck me," like, who'd say no? Honestly.
All right. Next topic. What we got?
Next topic. You right. Next topic is the evolution of our music taste.
Okay. So, I'd say, what's the earliest type of music I listened to?
Me?
I was thinking about myself, but what's the earliest type of music that you listened to?
Ooh, mine was country, honestly. Luckily, I do have music taste now, and I know that country's trash. After country, I actually, I either got, like, an iPod, or I got a phone, and then I started listening to music, in which I do believe it was just hip-hop. And then after a while, I became the edgy teen that I thought I was, and I was very angry with the world, in which I started listening to ICP, Insane Clown Posse. After that, I listened to Tech Nine, which was similar to ICP, but not quite, because he has talent. After that, I just got into generally rap, except for Eminem. I never really liked him, and I don't know why. I know that's a very controversial topic, and we are going to catch hands for that online. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I agree with you wholeheartedly, though.
Now, right now, I have gotten to a new mindset. I have changed. I don't know if you've noticed, but over the years, I have done these full fucking, like, character changes, Have you noticed it? Because I have.
I mean, I have.
Like, the obnoxious part of... What now?
Remember when you grabbed that one chick's ass and everybody got pissed?
Oh, dude, you're right. I was playing Todd the character, and he was bisexual. I remember vaguely in the back of my mind me acting like I was hitting on these dudes and gals, and Todd was very open about his feelings, so he deadass slapped this chick's... I know her name, but I'm not gonna say it. Slapped this chick's ass, and then, I caught so much hate. And I was like, it wasn't me, it was Todd. Which I will admit is a bullshit reasoning, but it genuinely was. Like, I wasn't me, I wasn't myself. And, that was a big turning point in my life. I realized that, sexism does exist, and they're not gonna fucking hold back on you. Now, what was I about to say? The obnoxious part of me has always kind of stayed. For example, I am obnoxious to people because I find it to be fucking hilarious. It's so easy to be obnoxious, and then they just fucking hate you for it. But here's the deal, I'm like a positive kind of obnoxious. There's this one guy, I'm gonna say his name because I don't like him, and he doesn't like me either. But regardless, I'm still super nice to this guy. Dominic. And he, second day I was in Conroe, he was like, I hate your guts and everything you stand for. And I was like, can do. I now like you more as a person, and now I'm going to be your friend, believe it or not. I love taking positive out of a negative situation and then throwing it in their face. Every day, oh my god, every day I say hi to Dominic and I say, I hope you've been having a good day. Every now and again, I just get ignored. Every now and again, he says, I'm not going to stay the same because I really don't wish you did have a good day. And I was like, ooh, Dominic, you're salty, but god damn it, I am ready to accept you inside my asshole. Now, the other day ago, I went up to Dominic and I said, Dominic, since we're becoming such good friends, I'm going to tell you the thing that I tell all of my good friends. I was born with extra foreskin, and then I walked away. Now, keep in mind that I am circumcised, and actually, no, I lied to you just then. I wasn't circumcised, and every now and again, I use my extra foreskin like as a wallet, and like every month I put like $1 in there. So after like 5 years, I'm banking, you know. You know, that's just me being smart though, saving up my college funds. But then I end up just spending it on weed and Albanian hookers. And then, you know, next thing you know, I'm in debt, and then, you know, and then there's this guy named Rudolphi coming after me, and he wants my kneecaps, and I'm like, no, all I have is I just have my odd personality.
Bro, the resemblance to my dad in that story was just uncanny.
What are you talking about?
About the Albanian hookers and the dude named Ralph or whatever the hell.
Rudolphi. Yeah, I do really like your dad's sense of humor. Speaking of which, I'm going to use that as a segue into the next topic. How Jacob's dad wants to fuck my mom.
Oh, yes.
Let me tell this story from my perspective. It's not a very good story, but it was just it was very insinuating, if I do say so myself. I was with Jacob. I was at theater practice over in our town. Should I say the town?
Go ahead.
Shepherd. Not going to say what state, because eventually it might lead to something. But we were in the town of Shepherd. We were going home from practice, and Jacob's dad had picked us up along with Jacob's stepmom, Lisa. I can say that because he already has. Now, on the way home, I was, somehow the topic of belts came up, and I was like, yeah, my mom was always a fan of the belt. And then Jacob's dad looks at me in the rearview mirror, and he says, oh, that shit sounds kinky. And then he gave me this, it's just sort of this scrunch in his eyebrow that really told me, I am going to fuck your mom, and she is going to hit me with a belt. And I'm not gonna lie, I have never, that really made me feel at home, you know? I felt welcomed in that car. And as a result, I laughed very loud, if you do remember.
I remember that.
It was it was the craziest laugh I've ever put out, like unintentionally crazy. And it was like, it was like that. And then you're like, Jacob, you're like, dude, I can imagine you just shooting up the fucking car with that laugh. And that was a story of how I think Jacob's dad wants to fuck my mom. I think his name's, do you want to say his name?
His name's John.
John, that's what it is. I know, because every time I walk up to him, I say, hello, John. I don't know why the fuck I do that, but that's kind of the thing I have between them. Now, let's go to the top of the list. Let's talk about your relationship with Brittany.
First time wow. So, I used to be a young kid back in my early days,
right.
And I didn't live in...
Right.
Anyway, so I lived in the streets this year, right? Me, my dad, my sister, my little brother. My dad at the time, though, he wasn't really all there, you know? He was dealing with his,
Yeah, I got you. Say no more.
Amounts of drugs.
Okay, I wasn't going to say anything. I was going to stop you, but never mind. You beat me to it.
No, just copious amounts of drugs. Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta... You're underprivileged and I'm white. Anyway, copious amounts of drugs. Is that where we left off?
I was 8 years old.
Right.
And Brittany was 4 years my senior. Now, keep in mind, She was absolutely huge.
Ooh, she was a unit.
She was more than twice my size.
Right.
And her brother at the time was dating my sister. And it turns out that he cheated on her.
Ooh.
So me, as a young kid, I was like, hey! My voice was like really, really high.
Right.
Because I was young. Hey, miss, you want to suck on my cock?
Dude, you sound like Noah! You sound like Noah!
No.
Do it! Do the high pitched again. You want to suck on my cock, say?
Hey, miss, want to suck on my cock?
When you reach that peak, you sound just like Noah. That's fucking insane, my guy.
Yeah.
Are you, your sister, and your brother all from the same father?
Yes, we are.
Well, that's good news.
Coincidentally enough, I'm the only one that was planned. So. Yes, laugh at the others.
Oh my god! Wait, what'd you just say?
I said yes, laugh at the other's misfortune.
No wonder why they're so fucked up.
Noah was a revenge baby.
Hey, you brought the condom, right? Yeah, absolutely. She never looked.
You just kind of, take it off. Anyway, so,
Purposely break it. Purposely rip the condom.
So I asked her if she wanted to, fuck. And she was down. And that was my first time.
Alright.
About the sex, though. I almost died.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, just imagine, 5,000-pound whale. Looks a bit like Jennifer Aniston's. Just imagine.
Oh my god, Jennifer Aniston's face on a whale. Okay, let's keep it going.
Jennifer Aniston's face on a whale. Mother Love Me Long Time playing in the background.
Right.
And her just going ape on my dick.
Ham. Just going ham.
I say ape, though, because she was black, so...
That's right, because they're monkeys. We're definitely not going to get along with people online, but that's perfectly alright. That's a risk I'm willing to make.
Perfect. So... most painful experience of my life, and... yeah, first time, people.
Right.
Oh,
now,
God.
Speaking of you being the middle child and the only one planned, that got me thinking about our sisters. Now, I was going to talk about how I got my eyebrow cut open with a spoon by my older sister. I was being a little shit, and I do believe that she had her friend over. Her friend named Jessica, she's really, really ridiculously skinny. I mean, one fall down a flight of stairs, that is death for her. Like that frail looking. And, she was fucking anorexic, as, I guess a few teenagers go through in their lifetime. And, friends with my sister, I was being a little shit, I was being annoying, and my sister was like, shut the fuck up! And then me being, I love being obnoxious, and, so I was continued being obnoxious. And I was like, this is reminding me a lot of how Mexicans aren't people, and I should have a discussion with my future friend Jacob on whether or not they have rights, or should they have rights in America, or are they Americans? And,
the answer to all of those questions is no, like I said before.
No, okay, they don't have rights and they shouldn't. That's good to know. It's okay, because I'm 3% Mexican.
Bro, I had this friend, Alon, who was 14% Mexican. I could say whatever I want and get away with it.
Dude, that's so cool. Dude, did you fuck him? Because that only counts if you fucked him.
He fucked me out of money.
That's good enough. But, what was I on about? I was being a little shit, so I kept on talking, and then she screamed at me a couple more times. Me being a little shit, I kept on talking. And guess what she did? She picked up the nearest object and hucked it at me with the might of Zeus. Alright? She picked up this spoon, which is half made out of plastic, hucked it at my face, and literally, I think she was aiming for my eye, but she got a little bit higher, and she cut my eyebrow open. I don't know if you've ever been cut with a spoon, but it's not like being cut with a knife where it's easy going and, you can handle it. Being cut with a spoon is like being punched and then getting your... Oh, hold on.
Have you taken Pebbles out?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
It was at noon. I'm in the middle of a conversation with Jacob, and it's a podcast.
Wonderful.
The movie is at 4:30.
4:30? I'll be done by then.
Let's clean the dirty clothes.
Clean. I can put 'em on.
Oh wait, can't say that.
You did it, Jacob. Now, as a result, the skin on my right eyebrow, like the hair, is never gonna grow in right anymore. Now, I am done with talking about my sister's my experience with my sister. Let's talk about how you suplexed your sister.
Oh, German suplex. Fun story. So,
Can you, just real quick, so we have context, can you paint the picture of a German suplex in our head?
okay, so a German suplex is when the person who is suplexing is person A is behind person B.
Okay.
And you grab them just by the abs, right? It's a two-hand grab.
Yeah.
And you pick them up and you drop them. You
Drop them
behind
like...
you.
Oh, I see. So you, like, bend backwards and then slam...
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was a young child, and me and my sister were both into wrestling.
Yeah.
WWE stuff, how kids would be. And we were young enough and small enough to be wrestling on a glass table.
What the fuck?
So, we were left unattended, like most parents would. And we were doing the whole hand-to-hand thing, and so I got behind her, and I picked her up, and I slammed her. I didn't break the glass, mind you, because, we're both small, but her shoulder popped out, it dislocated, and she fell, and she cried and screamed, and I was like, huh, neat. Anyway, long story short, a good 3-4 years later, she remembered all of this, and she kicked me off our bunk bed. I still have a scar to this day. Wonderful.
Ooh, that's good to hear, man.
It was a kangaroo kick too. It was premeditated. She invited me onto the top bunk, and she kicked me off in my sleep.
Oh my God, what are you doing, step bro?
Dear God, I will come to your house. All right.
Bitch, you don't even know where I live.
Okay, I'll remember this when we're living together.
You're gonna remember this. Hold on, let me do the math real fast. Today is February. School lets out in June. So in a year and 5 months, you're gonna remember all this.
Yes.
It's good to know that your memory lasts longer than 2 seconds of a goldfish and 17 months of well, I hope you remind yourself daily so that way you don't forget. Oh, jeez. Alright, next topic, because I guess we're done with that. Now, I'm not going to talk about the time where I got arrested, because that is a good 30-minute story, and I want to be prepared. Let's talk about, siblings. Do you genuinely care for any of your siblings? No?
I don't.
Ooh, not even Noah? Like, if he got killed, you wouldn't be a little bit distraught that you didn't spend more time with him or anything?
I mean, no. Not necessarily. Like, if he got killed, I mean, it depends on the circumstances for me. Because if he did something stupid, and actually got somebody to get him killed, like, then it'd be expected for me. That's just because I've had certain circumstances with him and my sister, and all that stuff. I know it sounds a little dark, but, like, if, let's say, a car ran him over, I'd just be like, oh, wow, well, this sucks.
Fuck, now I gotta
That'd be
pick up the
nice.
body. Shit.
I mean,
Nah,
yeah.
I'd leave it there.
Where's the nearest strip club, though?
Yo. Alright. I'd like to talk about my siblings. The only... Oh, jeez. This may sound fucked up, but the only, siblings that I genuinely do care about are only my blooded siblings. It's iffy with Eve and David, my sister and my older brother. My older sister and older brother. Eve, it's like... Never had a childhood with her, so there's no genuine connection. But we both have a similar awkward sense of humor when around each other, so we do get along. But like, if there's genuine love there, like if I or she was in trouble, I don't think either of us would go to help each other out. And well, if she died, let's just say that I don't spend much time with her, and I never did. So as a result, I wasn't able to get too emotionally attached. And, well, as a result, I don't think I ever actually loved my older sister. Now, my older brother, there was a point in time where I looked up to him greatly, and he never realized that. He just kept on making fun of me and being probably my first bully ever. You know how it is, the ass beatings and shit. And so, as a result, early on, he fucked that up. Because if he gave me any amount of love, absolutely, as a child, I would have accepted that and embraced that with so much gratefulness, and we would have had a connection. And, but nah, he fucked that up. I'm not going to blame myself like I used to. If he was being a dick, I'd be obnoxious to him. And that was the only time I would ever be obnoxious to my older brother. Now, my younger brother, he's probably, one of the only people in this world that I love, genuinely and thoroughly. He's innocent. And, you know how I told you that, like, at a young age, my older brother tainted my mind with like, shit. With shit. Now, luckily, I was able to teach him about it and not fucking taint him. You know? I taught him about porn and how to find it and all that shit. And, that girls don't have dicks, they have vaginas. Because that doesn't come apparent with whenever you're born. You know, you don't immediately know that. You think that girls have dicks too. I never had that stage in my life because it was like at 4 I was given this concept. And it was the same for you. And I think it's so funny whenever I hear about people. It's like, oh, I thought girls had dicks. I was like, nah, dude. Look at this porn video. That does not look like a dick. And, but yes, I do miss Gabe because I feel like I could teach him I could teach him about life without corrupting him like life does. And, yeah. He looks up to me, I can tell, and as a result, I have changed myself. I used to be a really shitty person, but then I changed myself for the better because I knew that he looked up to me, and I want him to be a great person, and as a result, knowing that he will copy my actions, I have made myself a great person. And other than that, like, with David... Fuck nah. He's always just a sarcastic piece of shit, and he's always like, ooh, I don't know, he's weird. He's always just a sarcastic piece of shit. He doesn't know how to be emotional with people, and as a result, he's never caught any feels by me.
Yo, speaking about family, right?
Yeah.
I'd say the person I hold the most hatred for would be actually be my sister, right?
Yeah.
I've told you this story before, but
Yeah, go ahead.
well, yeah, my sister is the reason my brother is the way that he is. My brother is really, really fucked up human being.
Really
Right.
young, too. Keep that in
Yeah,
mind.
he's 10.
Yeah, but he looks like a 6-year-old.
Yeah, he looks 6, but he's 10.
He's so small. He's so small.
Yeah, I used to be pretty small at that age.
Yeah.
Like I said, she was way more than twice my size. Anyway,
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about your sister, but then, Brittany.
no,
Brittany.
my,
Brittany.
oh god,
Brittany.
disgusting.
Hey, real quick, though. Picture
What?
it. Real quick, just picture it. Picture it, dog. I want to hear the audible disgust in your voice, my guy. Hey, Jacob, listen. Brittany.
She rode me like a rodeo dog.
Brittany.
Like a rodeo. And me myself,
Imagine.
as a kid, I'd be pretty small, right?
Okay, we're gonna get to how your sister fucked up your brother and why you hate her. But real fast, imagine taking a cue ball, now taking a grape, placing it on a table, and then dropping a cue ball on top of the grape. I can imagine that being your dick.
That is a very representational figure. I 10 out of 10 sign. You know what I mean.
All right, let's get into it.
Yeah, my sister. Oh God. Well, I'd say way back in the day when I used to live in the streets and my dad was all coked up.
Yeah.
The people who were supposed to look out for each other was me, my sister, and my little brother. What my little sister did, though, on the other hand,
You mean your big sister?
Yeah, what my big sister did. My bad. She took Noah, my brother, and she forged a line between us. She basically put it, this is your side, this is my side, stay away from him, you're not in charge of him. And she fucked him up mentally.
Yeah.
And I just stood there and watched.
Well, there's nothing you can do, man. That's your older sibling.
Eventually, she forced me away from my dad too.
Ooh.
I didn't have a home to go back to, so I hung around in the streets of where I lived. I met friends, thank God, who taught me to be me the way I am today. Usually, there are few sides of me. There's the perverted me, that guy who's always hitting on.
I don't know what you're talking about, Jacob.
Okay, so I will hit on anything in sight at all times.
Have you ever hit on Miss Bastide? Hey, have you ever hit on Miss Bastide?
You God, no.
Then I don't think you do hit on everything in sight.
Okay, hear me out. Small bitches. Okay.
Oh, fuck, you right.
Bisexual bitches.
Damn it, you right.
Pinky tight.
Hey! Stop it. What are you trying to do to me? What are you trying to do?
Story for another day.
What are you trying to do? Tell me.
I'm just saying that's the kind of thing that I do. Alright? I look at a few chicks and I'm just like, yeah, I'd fuck you. And,
Dude, like, who doesn't?
And I'd say it to their faces. And
just like, hey, 10 out of 10, I'd smash.
Yeah, like, there's one chick, let's call her Melanie. Okay, now Melanie, real good, alright? Think of the shortest of the short. She's practically a midget. Okay, she's 4'11".
Yeah.
And she's thick, bro. Like, real thick.
Wait. When is this time frame?
When is this time frame? This time frame is now. Okay?
Melanie, is she like a new student?
No. I'm just using a fake name.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm. Just piece it together. It'd be easy if I called her Hope. You know what? I'll call her Hope. Okay?
Wait, I feel like it's a real name.
No.
Is that a real
It's
name?
not. It's not.
Would it be easier if we called her Diane? Am I getting in the right range here?
Yeah, Diane. No,
Okay.
Diane. Yeah, Diane is fine now. Diane. A real nice human being. I tell her I fuck her every single day. She laughs it off. But she knows, okay? She knows that I would. And that's why we're close. Damn it, now I need a drink. Okay. So that's one of the guys that I am. There's also the side that's, I'd say, the serious part of me.
Yeah.
Now, there comes a time when I have to get serious in life, and that me is a little, I'd say he's cynical in a way. He sees the worst in life. And the reason for that being is because back in the day, because of my sister. I absolutely hate her guts. Like, from the bottom of my heart. There is nothing but cold feelings there. But she taught me how to smile in front of a crowd. I think that's the one good aspect that she taught me, was to smile. You know what I mean, right? Like,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
and after all that she did with that, and after I moved in with my grandmother, and after my dad got his crap together, she fell out with numerous parts of my family, with 2 different uncles, 2 different aunts, and she broke them all apart because that's who she moved in with. There's a larger story there, but that's going to take a whole another podcast, and I'm afraid that I don't have that kind of time. Anyway, she's generally a piece of shit human being. She's the type of person to have a mask. She's always behind that mask and social standards. That's why she's never had a real friend. You know?
Ooh. Hitting me with those heavies.
Hit you with those heavies. Yeah, son.
Don't mimic or patronize me, you brown bitch.
Oh, fuck you, Marshmallow. Get out of here,
You
bro.
know what? Fuck you, Sandy Cheeks.
You know what? I'd fuck Sandy Cheeks, bro.
Slit your wrist and die, bitch.
You ever fuck someone in the bathtub?
Dude,
Or on a dresser?
I have fucked a bitch in a sink, okay?
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Real compact.
Yeah, she didn't have teeth yet. Jacob, I don't know why you're laughing. I am dead ass serious right now.
I'm laughing because you're serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those gums were great, weren't they?
I like them old and I like them young.
I like them my age, okay?
I like them a little. I like them about 15 years under my age. I'm 16, by the way.
Bro, it's sad that Diane is 18, bro. And she's older than me, but she's 4'11". Goddamn.
Don't even get me started. Listen, I just beat my meat to hentai, and I don't want to start again.
just got home from church, like,
Yeah, I figured you did.
an hour ago. Service went long.
Let's talk about religion. What's yours?
Let's see here. Me, part of my family is super, super religious, and that's one of the reasons why I'm not. It's because they're the type of family to push you into religion and keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And when you tell them that you don't want to, they'll get offended and they'll push you even more. My relationship with Christianity, I'd say I'm a Christian, right?
Right.
But I wouldn't say I believe in all the things that they do believe. Ergo, Lucifer, and casting aside all doubts and bringing them all to Christ.
Why don't you
With me,
believe in
that
Lucifer?
makes me super pissed, and I don't know why. It's kind of like they're not taking responsibility. Those in my church, they're just passing away their problems to Christ and God, and I'm just like, your problems are your own, right?
Take care of them.
Take care of your problems, but if it's something that's out of your hands, then bring them to God.
Right.
That
Why don't you believe in Lucifer?
I believe in Lucifer, right? Lucifer and Satan, but to an extent. Now, what I believe the history of Lucifer is, Lucifer, there was once an angel called Samael, correct? Samael was the light bringer. He's the angel that brought the sun. He was beloved by all the angels and God. And so after he brought the sun, God gave him a new name, Lucifer, meaning morning star. Now Lucifer eventually grew jealous of humanity because he believed that God,
Monkeys.
yeah, that God was giving them all the attention.
Monkeys.
What I believe he wanted was not, was not to be God, but I believe that he wanted attention. It was kind of like, right here, I'm right here. So he started a rebellion, and God shut it down, right?
Right.
Because he's God. And he wasn't angry, but he saw something, as in Lucifer would eventually become Satan, and he himself would save the human race. Think about it like this. So Lucifer then did his snake thing with Adam and Eve.
Right.
And he was cast out into heaven. He was cast out of heaven to hell, not just to become Satan, but, well, to become Satan, right? But to be an executioner. Lucifer was he was the executioner. He and Jesus are not, no. What I mean is, Lucifer was the executioner in ways that the damned souls who didn't believe in Jesus would go down to him, and he would execute them for all eternity, right? He was the torturer. So, eventually, God's books were rewritten by the, whatchamacallit? Hold up. Not the prophets, Matthew.
The Jews.
What are they called again? Not the...
The 12 homies.
Not the... well, they are Jews, but I forgot what they were called. Basically, they were the guys in charge. So, eventually they rewrote the books of God, or the book of God, the Hebrew Bible, and they needed someone to blame. That person was Lucifer. And so throughout eternity, Lucifer's name then drenched into Satan, Satan being
Okay.
And this vilification...
Jacob, that's not the
Yes?
question I asked. What do you believe to be the extent of Satan? And if you don't believe in Satan, why?
I believe Satan is going to come to pass because it has been foretold in Revelation.
Okay.
But Satan, I wouldn't say Satan is Satan yet, or I might not even know. But he wasn't always Satan, you know?
Right.
I'd say eventually he would come to terms and hate humanity for what they'd done to him.
So you're basically saying that you don't believe that Satan deserves all this bad credit.
Yeah.
Well, good on you.
That's in a way.
Well, I'm just gonna try to keep my explanation on religion short and sweet. I personally, I used to be religious and I used to pray to God every night and all that shit. But then I stopped because I started thinking for myself, and I was thinking there are a lot of bad things in life, and the only solution that has ever come arise is to fucking deal with it yourself. And as a result, I believe that religion was created to bring groups of people together that originally would not. And I believe religion is a great thing and that people should have it. As, because some people, they don't have a sense of right and wrong. And it needs to be thunked into their fucking skull at a young age. And me personally, it was. And, it's given me a sense of what is acceptable and what is not. And and now, right now, in this moment, I am not religious. I am basically atheist, except for the Big Bang Theory. I don't believe in that shit. It doesn't really make any sense to me. What I think happens is that eventually Earth will turn to dust, and then that dust will enter a cloud, and that cloud will make yet another Earth. And this happens over and over into fucking, into infinity. And I think that's how the universe, just spans on forever. It wouldn't make sense if there was a beginning or an end to everything, because Newton states nothing can be created or destroyed. And, well, that makes sense,
Yeah.
And, I believe in science because I really, really like my reasoning. Not like my personal reasoning, I like to hear reasons behind things. I like to know why things are. And guess what is the only religion that is full through, that explains everything thoroughly with evidence and how it works today and how it could have worked then? Atheism does that, and so it just makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
My kids, I think I am going to have to teach them religion because, like I said, good sense of right and wrong is always very okay. Christianity, I don't know if they did a study on this, but I'm pretty sure it leads to less crime than households who don't teach religion. So I'm going to have to get myself a Christian, or really just a religious wife, because I think all religion has a sense of right and wrong. Except for you're a Muslim and you fuck goats. I think that's entirely unacceptable to the standards of the United States, and you should not be granted citizenship.
Goat fucking is a sport, okay?
Listen. Dudes are gay, goats ain't. That's all I'm saying.
Look, what I'm saying is, I endorse midget tossing, and you should too.
Jacob!
Yeah.
You know I do!
You see, now we're on equal terms.
To this day!
America.
To this day!
To this day.
I'm pissed off that you even have to question me, okay? Okay, here's my genuinely reasoning behind why you should fuck goats. Dude, fucking a dude is gay. Fucking a dude goat ain't gay. Dudes is gay, goats ain't, man. That's what I'm saying. And it doesn't matter if they're underaged,
So Muslims are straight?
By principle, no, but yes.
You see? That's why I'm half Muslim.
You can only fuck half a goat. Do you want the front or the back?
I'm taking the back, of course.
Excellent. I'll get the front. Oh, fuck. We're gonna have to, like, get a screwdriver to keep its jaw open or something.
Alright, fine by me.
Meh. I can't do it right now. My voice ain't too great. Oh, now, something, I'm just gonna end it off here. Something big that has been changing in my life is that I have actually gone on a diet called keto, which Swagger Souls is on. I don't know if you know about him, but he's my idol because he has a fat, sexy voice and a thick, beady cock. I'm more focused on the voice part, but, you know, if I end up getting a big dick in the process, I'm not going to complain. But what I'm saying is, keto, the basis of it, it's just don't eat carbs or sugar. And I have.
Really good chicken.
Do you have anything else you want to say other than the fact that you're eating chicken and rice right now before we end off this podcast here?
No.
Alright. God damn it, you know what I just realized?
What?
So I specifically said don't mention the fact that you're brown or half Muslim, but in doing so, I just mentioned it.
Yeah?
Dude,
Yeah.
what the...